Good morning everyone, today we're checking out a brand new video from Connie X about everyone is wrong about the Digimon Frontier Spirit rookies. Let's hop in and see how everyone is wrong.
So I made a video last week
And if he can also correct us.
talking about Spirit Evolution and examples in the franchise where Bandai has specifically chosen specific Digimon to use the Spirit Totems to Spirit Digivolve. And the comments of that video, as well as the comments of a short I put up, summing up the depowered rookies we created for the Digimon Frontier Spirits, which actually was a custom art video a while back.
Oh, I remember that.
Saying, well, we already have rookies for these Digimon. Kokabuterimon is Blitzmon's rookie. Tinkermon is Fairymon's rookie. Wrong.
That's what this is about, okay. We're using the wrong
digital
mon.
companions? My name is Connie X, and welcome back to my soapbox. It's been a while, and I'm already 6'6.5", so stood on a soapbox. I could join the NBA. So yes, this is a little bit of a rant video, which I haven't done for a while. Don't know how this is going to perform. This is kind of in a similar wheelhouse to that video about how Digimon Adventures evolutions are all wrong. I'm actually not attacking you guys. I'm not attacking anybody. This is just a bit of fun. But it is becoming a bit of misinformation that is really riling up in the fandom, especially with people that maybe haven't watched Frontier or a little bit more casual Digimon fans. And honestly, I'm just getting sick of replying to comments telling people this over and over again. So, yes, in recent years, Bandai Namco has been offering up existing Digimon.
Yeah, Kokabuterimon with a Blitzmon in the background.
That would work quite well as rookies for the Digimon Frontier Spirits. I have also done the same in my videos. We've seen things like the Vital Bracelet, where Gotsumon was suggested as a Spirit of Earth potential rookie. You know, rocks, mining, it makes sense. Interestingly, was used as the rookie potential for Arbamon, while Tinkermon was used as potential for Fairymonn on that same dim card. The Ice Spirits got Kumamon, or Bearmon, which is fun because Chakmon is also referred to as Kumamon in some versions of Digimon Frontier. Gizamon, weirdly, was used as Ranamon and Calamaramon's rookie on their dim card, and yes, the Thunder Spirits got Kokabuterimon, but interestingly, the Steel Spirits, and I guess kind of the Thunder Spirits, also got Kakuamon here. Kakuamon being another favorite for Blitzmon's pre-evolution due to its electricity theming. And for the Darkness Spirits, the non-corrupted side got Lylemon, tying into the lion theming of Loemon and Kaiser Leomon, but Duskmon and Velgamon got Gazimon, who is, kind of like a dark bestial rookie. It kind of makes sense, and ties into some of the other evolutions on that dim card. Moving forward then, we also have the Digimon card game, which people are starting to use really hardcore for like proof of Digivolution lines, and while yes, it's an official...
But the card game is so loose, it's literally just, alright, you have this card, and it can become anything higher than it within the same color? I don't know.
Source, I really do think it's just whoever is moderating the set, deciding which rookies make most sense, or kind of taking some inspiration from Bandai Creative. Looking at BT4, nothing too crazy happened. I do like that they kind of made Fugamon and Agunimon parallel level 4s in that set. BT4 only had red and blue hybrids, so we didn't really see anything outside of Flamemon and Strabimon's evolutions. BT6, however, got interesting as we did have Arbamon, Petaldramon, and Ancient Troyamon in that set, and wouldn't you know it, Pomumon returns from the dim card, but also another very popular fandom rookie for Arbamon showed up in Bakomon. Morphomon was also in this set too. Generally, in my opinion, BT7 does not really try to match up rookies in any significant way, because we have things...
I'm sorry, I know we only saw it for a second, but was that a Digimon that was literally just made out of cardboard boxes?
Things like Gomamon in the blue cards, perhaps being the rookie intended for Chakmon and Blizzamon. We don't have Tinkermon in the yellow section, instead Harrismon and Pulsemon, so nothing really matching up for Fairymon and Shutumon here, and it kind of carries on like this. And that's why, in my opinion, using the card game as your metric might not always work, though of course it could be that some rookie cards are intended to work better with the hybrids than others, and it carries on from here. In BT12 we do get Otamamon and Swimmon in the same color section as Lanamon, which I think are both good rookies for her, and it goes on and on throughout the sets, right up to recent sets. But we also have another example of Digimon Media trying to designate somewhat semi-official rookies for the Spirits. The Chinese exclusive mobile game Digimon New Century has quite a focus on the Spirit Digimon, and the rookies they use do make a lot of sense to me. For example, Chakmon in New Century digivolves from Penmon. I actually think this is a lot of fun because it kind of makes Penmon being their hybrid spirits a little bit less weird. You know, you go Penguinmon, Chakmon, and Blizzamon, and then end on Penmon. You're at least bookended by penguins and kind of uniting that icy theme. Indeed, in addition to into the Vital Bracelet, Digimon New Century also has Fairymon digivolving from Tinkermon. And you can see this, it makes sense. As far as I'm aware, we haven't seen Blitzmon digivolve from anything in New Century yet, as I've not played that game. However, we do have this card art from the TCG, which has Kokabuterimon and Blitzmon in the same art, clearly hinting again at a much deeper connection between these two. Ranamon digivolves from Shakomon in Digimon New Century, and as someone pointed out, this actually isn't a bad connection, as Ranamon is seen in a clamshell in Digimon Frontier. Weirdly, Loemon digivolves from Monodramon in Digimon New Century. I guess the kind of corrupted vibes are supposed to match up thematically with the corrupted nature of Ryo Akiyama's partner, Monodramon becoming Cyberdramon in Digimon Tamers. But here's the thing, all of this is great, right? We've got examples of video games, card game, a bunch of other stuff saying, hey, here's Digimon that work great as rookies for the Digimon Frontier Spirits. Well, it's not good enough, and you deserve better. Let me dress this down for you. The one that always sticks in my craw is Tinkermon. Oh, she's perfect. She was designed to be Fairymon's rookie. Wrong. First of all, Tinkermon debuted in 2011. That is 14 years ago now. Why is it only in recent memory that people have gone, oh yeah, we could use Tinkermon as a Fairymon rookie? Second of all, her name kind of betrays this, and if you played the early card game, you'd remember a yellow mechanic that played off this very intrinsically. Tinkermon's counterpart in Digimon lore is not Fairymon, but the champion level Petermon. Yes, Peter Pan and Tinkerbell. She's not a spirit. Her lore has nothing to do with hybrids. This continues with Kokabuterimon. Now, sure, visually it looks a lot like Blitzmon, except it really has no electricity or thunder-based moves. And as its name implies, it is a child, Kabuterimon. It's actually meant to resemble the champion level.
Oh, okay. So technically, Kokabuterimon is meant to be like a Tentamon equivalent.
Kabuterimon, which is a bit of a full circle moment, given that the Thunder Spirits and Ancient Beatmon are probably inspired by the Kabuterimon of Adventure. Indeed, the most common evolution for Kokabuterimon at the time, bear in mind, Kokabuterimon debuted in 2005, was Blade Kuwagamon, which does gain a bit of an electricity field. I can kind of see the connection there to Blitzmon. And then Metal Life Kuwagamon. And then capping off that line is Tyrant Kabuterimon. Yes, Kokabuterimon in its evolution line, or at least its normal one, is a sister family to the Kuwagamon and Kabuterimon lines. They're all in a related field, just like the Thunder Spirits are, but they are not intrinsically linked. So again, it's a fun connection, but it's not a lore connection. And let me be completely...
So it's more like a training connection, if anything.
I think fun connections are awesome, but if we're talking strictly about lore, none of these are rookies for the Digimon Frontier Spirits. And let me also be super clear here that I am not shaming anybody for not being a Digimon lore expert. I make Digimon videos at least once a week, every week of my life, and I am not a Digimon lore expert by a long chalk. It's not about how much you know, but rather about not trying to correct people when you may not know everything. And also, again, this video really is not that deep, because something that I think a lot of people forget about the lore of Digimon Frontier is that spirits do not evolve conventionally. The evolution seen in Digimon Frontier is actually closer to something like Cross Wars, where levels don't really matter that much. While human and beast spirits
you mean like the fusing of them? Yeah, no, that is definitely like Cross Wars.
Generally, like in the card game, are treated as level 4s, the hybrid spirits treated as level 5s, and then so on to level 6 and 7 with Susanoo-omon. It's actually not that cut and dry, as beast spirits, while more rampaging, tend to be stronger than their human spirit counterparts, and this is reflected in things like their DP in the card games. But then we also have examples like the Digimon Vital Bracelet, where either because they're considered more powerful or just because they can't really do slide evolution on the Vital Bracelet, they put the beast spirits at evolutionary stage above the human spirits. Even the hybrids, the fusions, the Susanoo-omon, all being kind of different conceptually. And even the rookies of these spirits, the actual official Digimon Frontier ones, aren't rookies, technically. If we go over to the Digimon Encyclopedia entry for Flamon, its level is not rookie. Just like all the others, it's a hybrid. And this is important. Flamon is a Digimon that turned into a half-man, half-beast after losing Agunimon's power. Flamon lacks the intrinsic combat instinct of Digimon, and what is worse, it has lost its power. Even so, it has inherited the spirit of the 10 legendary warriors who possess ultimate strength. So even without this power, Digimon of the same champion level are little match for it. If anything, it possesses a kindness that is unusual among Digimon, counterbalancing the rascally nature of a rookie. And this is what is so easily forgotten, I guess, especially because maybe people haven't watched Frontier. Kokamon was the
lore.
only quote-unquote rookie that we actually saw for any of the spirits in Frontier itself. Because, yes, typically human or Digimon would just assume the level 4 equivalent, the human spirit or the beast spirit. This is not a conventional rookie, but specifically a half-powered, a depowered version of the human spirit of Flame. When Strabimon was included later in the Digimon franchise, debuting in the V-Pet the D-Spirit, but not in Digimon Frontier itself, it also was created to kind of counterpart the main two characters, unfortunately, of Digimon Frontier, Takia and Koji, Agumon and Lobomon, so it too is specifically a depowered hybrid. A Digimon that turned into a half-man, half-beast after losing half of Lobomon's power. Unlike fellow half-man, half-beast Flamemon, Strabimon has not lost its combat instinct, and thus has a bit of a brutal side. Even though it looks like a rookie Digimon, it sometimes rampages so violently that even champion Digimon have a hard
Okay, so Strabimon, Flamemon, Agunimon, Lobomon, and of course the other two, the beast ones I can't actually remember, are all the exact same level, just different forms.
Time dealing with it. It may have lost half its power just like Flamemon, but even so, even many champion Digimon don't stand a chance against it. And that's the crux of this video. While Tinkermon, Kokabuterimon, Miramon if you want to use an Atmon for the Spirits of Steel, all of these and more are wonderful picks as fill-ins for the depowered spirits, but they're not depowered spirits. They are rookie Digimon, or standard grade Atmon in the case of Miramon. They are making do in the Vital Bracelet, the card game, Digimon New Century, because Bandai Namco has not made depowered forms for the Digimon Frontier spirits outside of Flamemon and Strabimon. So when you see someone like little old me put together a custom art video, or see someone asking for depowered spirits and say, oh no, they exist, Tinkermon is Fairymon's rookie, Kokabuterimon is Blitzmon's rookie. No, they're not. Now listen, do I love Tinkermon as Fairymon's rookie? Yeah, it's like it was made for it even though it wasn't. Kokabuterimon is near perfect for Blitzmon. I definitely think the Atmon Miramon was made to resemble Ancient Wisemon and as such the other Steel spirits, but they're not in the lore of Digimon Frontier depowered spirits. Bandai Namco owes us those depowered spirits, so don't correct people saying, oh no, you're wrong, you can't make a custom art, you can't make a fandom idea about what the depowered spirits would be because they already exist. No. They don't. We are owed depowered hybrids for the rest of the Spirit Digimon. I want depowered hybrids equivalent to Rookie while having power level more on par with a champion for all of the spirits that don't have them. Ice, wind, thunder, earth, wood, water, steel, darkness, both regular and corrupted. They all deserve what they are owed. And we cannot let this Matt and Tai show, Takia and Koji show carry on any longer. So don't let that misinformation spread like the wildfire it is. Is any of this that serious? God, no.
Of course not.
But I am
just
the YouTube man who does YouTube, and the most comments I get about this are on YouTube itself, so I thought it was finally time for me to talk about this. You deserve better. You can use Kokabuterimon as a rookie for Blitzmon if you want, though.
You can.
Alright, thank you so much to my server ZDK14, as well as everyone else over on patreon.com/KarnieX that makes stupid.
Alright, everyone, that's going to be the end of today's video, and I hope you all enjoyed it. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more. Link to the original will be in the description below, and I'll see all of y'all next time when we flick back on. Until then, this is Fox, signing out. Peace.